All right, so I've been weightlifting for about 3 years now, and the whole time my number one priority has been aesthetics. So yes, of course I want to get stronger, but the reason I want to get stronger is so that I have more muscle and that my body appears more attractive. So all this advice is strictly geared for physical attraction. So if that's not something you care about, you're probably lying, but this video is for people that care about physical attraction. And what I'm gonna be giving you today are 5 exercises that most people don't do. If you do some of these, that's great, but these are exercises that I don't see majority of the people in the gym doing. And I think it just makes you so much sexier and it makes your body appear so much more attractive when you do these 5 exercises. And the reason you want to be doing these exercises is because now going to the gym is not such a niche activity anymore. Most people work out. So the way your physique is going to stand out and be more attractive than the average person is not from bench press or from lat pull downs, even though these exercises are great and you should do them. It's a good foundation, but it's from these little add-ons that you could, these little fine details. When you start incorporating these fine detail exercises, that's what I'm going to call them, fine detail exercises. That's when your physique kind of stands out compared to the normal guy. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You're not here to hear me yap. I kind of are. But the first one, and I have them written down. So if you see me looking down, yeah, I have them written down in case I forget. Reverse cable curls. So these are for your forearms, right? Basically, it's when you put the straight bar attachment, you put it all the way to the ground on a cable, and you curl like this. So of course, if I'm gonna stand up, you would do this curl like this. This is gonna make your forearms pop. And trust me when I say this, forearms, in my opinion, based on physical attraction, forearms are probably more important than biceps and triceps. And I know that sounds crazy, but think about it. When you look at someone's arms, this whole section is so important for how attractive they look. Sometimes you might even be wearing a short sleeve shirt that kind of hides your triceps and your biceps, and your forearms are the most revealing item in your body. I'm calling it an item, most revealing body part. So by training reverse curls this is what I prefer. I think it's the most effective. I've tried several forearm exercises. I'm not saying they don't work, but out of all the ones I've tried, this one gives me the best pump and the best results. It's the reverse curl, where you're using the straight bar attachment. I promised you, within 2 sets, go heavy, you're gonna feel that pumping. Your forearms are gonna be like bulging, bro. It's gonna be like 2 big BBCs on your arms, just bulging out. Sorry. I need to make one of these videos without being weird. But yeah, trust me, incorporate that exercise. Thank me later. Okay, this one is gonna be a little bit controversial, and I know a lot of people won't want to do this. But if you're not a pussy, and you're willing to do this, you are gonna look so much sexier. I'm talking about neck training, okay? Training that throat, training that head game. No, it's not what I'm talking about. It's not zesty. It's only zesty if you think it's zesty, but I'm talking about neck curls and neck extensions. So if you don't know how to do any of these exercises, there's enough videos on YouTube, TikTok, you can find this. I'm not here to show you form, I'm just here to tell you the exercises. But neck curls is basically when you're laying down on the bench, you have maybe like a 10-pound weight, 5, 10-pound, 15-pound weight on your head. Put a towel in between so that the fucking gross plate is not touching your forehead, you're gonna break out. And you're basically laying flat on the bench with your neck not being supported, and you're curling your neck upwards with that weight on. And make sure you're not using your arms to lift the weight up, you're just using your arms to support, and you're curling that weight with your neck. And for the extensions, it's the opposite. You're laying with your chest on the bench, so like reverse, and you have the weight on your head, and you're curling up and down like this. So these are neck extensions. These 2 exercises are so good for improving the girth of your neck. And you might be thinking you don't really care about this, but I promise you, it's so attractive when you have a thick neck. And most girls might not even say this, but they don't realize that it's a subconscious thing. Think about it. If you're really buff and you have a skinny neck, from here, right now, the way I'm shooting this video right now, I would not appear as muscular if I had a very skinny neck. And yeah, my neck's not the biggest, but it has grown a lot. I had naturally a fucking pencil neck. The stronger you build your neck, the more masculine you appear. So if you're trying to attract feminine women, you might not be. It's my type is more feminine women. They find traits like a thick neck very attractive. And on top of that, if you don't really give a fuck about your neck at all, even after everything I've said, you probably do care about your jawline. And I have horrible jawline genetics, but I've improved my jawline by training my neck, because when you have a strong neck, your jawline is then supported for your face to grow forwards, okay? So yeah, trust me, please do this, okay? The next one, and I think out of all the exercises I've listed, I'm hoping a lot of people do this already, but if you don't, please start doing it. Weighted ab crunches. Now there's two ways of doing this. For me at my gym, I have like a machine that, it's not really, yeah, it is a machine. And there's like two straps you can put your hands through them and hold it like this, and then you crunch down, right? It's amazing. If your gym has this, I prefer this one. If your gym doesn't have this, you kind of have to do the Diddy Zesty variation where your knee on the ground and you have a cable rope behind your head and you're crunching. So look up weighted cable crunches and you'll find a video on how to do the form. It is a little zesty, but the reason I put this in the video is because in terms of like your abs, right? Abs are not really made in the kitchen as much as people say. Yes, being lean is important, but that's for every muscle group. If you want your biceps to look bigger and more defined, the leaner you are, the more muscular your biceps are gonna look. The leaner you are, the more muscular your chest is gonna look. But you still have to fucking train your chest. You don't just not train your chest and say, oh, I'll just lose the fat. No, there has to be muscle under it. And also, when you do weighted cable crunches, you're building thicker abs. So even at a higher body fat percentage, your abs are gonna poke through. They're gonna look so much better. Most of us don't have a fucking defined six pack under that fat. It's a fucking myth that the fitness industry has told you. I don't know why people started saying that, but no, you have to train your abs just like any other muscle group, and train your abs with weight, going really heavy to failure, just like every other muscle group. It's gonna make your fucking abs pop. So yeah, weighted cable crunches, so fucking good, man. Now I'm gonna give you 2 shoulder exercises. I'm hoping you already do these, but for me, all I notice people doing for shoulders these days are shoulder presses and lateral raises, and I do them too, so I'm not hating on them, but you also need to be doing the 2 ones I'm about to tell you right now. And the first one, it's face pulls. So a lot of people do face pulls already, but if you don't do face pulls, you're missing out. And face pulls train your rear delt. Your rear delt is kind of the back of the shoulder right here. And it's so important to train this because when you have really big front delts and even big side delts, but your rear delts are not built, you kind of have this slopey side profile where your shoulders look kind of like droop forwards and they don't look like a very overall 3D boulder muscular, if that makes sense. So face pulls, you get a cable, you put it a little bit above your head, you grab it like this, a rope, and you kind of pull it like this almost into a double bicep curl. You should feel it, you know, in the back of that shoulder. It's gonna give you that sculpted shoulder look. So please try that. And after you do those, or before, there's another one that I really like for your lateral delt, which is the side of your shoulder and the back. And there's a reason I prefer overtraining your side delts and your rear delts. It's because your front delts already get trained with like bench press and chest movements. So if you want that 3D look, make sure you're training your lateral delts and your rear delts. But the last one is upright rows. Upright rows is basically where you're standing upright, you have 2 dumbbells, or you could even use like an easy bar or a barbell, and you're kind of rowing it up like this. Almost, and then bring your hands up like this. So look up upright rows. This shit will fucking blast your side delts and your rear delts. And bro, these 2 exercises will transform the fuck out of your shoulders. Everyone tells you to lateral raise in the gym. Yeah, no shit. No shit. But if you lateral raise, everyone else is lateral raising, so do that anyway. But now you add these 2 exercises and your fucking shoulders are 10 times better than everyone else's. So thank me later, bro. I'm giving you these niche, sexy muscle groups to attack, and I'm giving you the exercises on how to attack them. So those were 5 different ones. For neck, I gave 2, but so maybe it's 6, but I kind of grouped it as 1. I promise, bro, incorporate these. And if you need, you know, one-on-one coaching on how to improve your looks, physique, everything, I kind of do overall looks maxing, but I don't do it with these fucking gay, you know, doing dumb pushing and all this shit. Like I tell you how to look smacks in a realistic, fun way. And I did it all myself. If you guys don't know, I was skinny as fuck, ugly as fuck. And now I'm relatively attractive, muscular. So if you need that coaching, my Instagram's in the bio or description. DM me. And yeah, DM me on Instagram and we'll get coaching going. I just made this Instagram like recently. So I'm literally just making it to help you guys out. But yeah, DM me and we'll do some one-on-one coaching calls and I'll get you right. But yeah, if you don't want to DM me, at least watch this video and comment down below. If you have some other niche ones to help out people in the comments, comment down below. What do you do? What are exercises you'd like to do? And I'll reply saying if I like them or if I don't like them. So go ahead. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm out.